Yeah, I mean, this was the attack, Bell, a couple of days ago on Sevastopol, which is the main naval base for the Black Sea Fleet down in the Crimea. Very successful attack. They've got two big ships. We're now hearing the Ukrainians are claiming that they've also damaged one of these little corvettes. It's actually a hovercraft, but carries quite a few missiles, and that's been seen towed away. So it's quite likely that they've damaged some other ships. Already, the Russians have moved out most of their fleet to Novorossiysk, which is their Black Sea port inside Russia itself, because Sevastopol is just too dangerous. And the Ukrainians have been successful in making Sevastopol non-viable for the Black Sea Fleet. And there's some of the stills that have now come out that the Ministry of Defence in Britain has endorsed show this sort of the damage. I mean, that's the Rapucha-class landing craft on the left there. That's the Minsk. And on the right here is the submarine. It's the Rostov-on-Don, which is a Kilo-class submarine. And you can see the fire damage on the tops of those ships. Interestingly, here's a block of houses or buildings 5 stories high, and you can see from that 5-story building next to the shipyards itself, next to the dry docks, you just see the size of these things. And most analysts would say, well, looking at the damage, specialists would say, you're not going to see those ships in operation again, probably never, and certainly not in the next few years. That is catastrophic damage in shipbuilding terms.
What does that mean for the Russian Navy, then?
Well, for the Black Sea Fleet, the Russians have got about 30 ships in the Black Sea Fleet, major warships, and they've already lost the flagship, the Moskva, which was April last year. They've lost now a Kilo-class submarine, first time a submarine has been lost. They've only got 3 of them, so they've lost 1. They've lost 3 of these Rapucha-class landing ships. They've got 5 or 6 of those. They've now lost 3 of them. So they're losing some ships, plus lots of other ships, like that little corvette that we were talking about before. And they can't get any more ships into the Black Sea because the Bosphorus is closed to warships. So they've only got what they started with. And the Ukrainians, remember, don't have a navy. So they're being reduced in terms of the Black Sea Fleet by a power that doesn't even have a navy. They won't lose the war because of this, but it strains their ability to launch missiles, particularly because the submarines were capable of launching these Caliber missiles at the grain ports of Odessa and Chernomorsk and so on. And so losing one of those right out of Sevastopol, it makes life more difficult for the Russians.